Hi guys, this is IGCSE O-Level Chemistry, paper 22, Extended MCQs, June 2021, question 31. Ammonia is made in the Haber's process. Which conditions are used in the Haber's process? So the temperature used in the Haber process is between 450 to 500 degrees Celsius, eliminating options C and D. The pressure used is 200 atmospheres, eliminating option B. And the catalyst used is iron or iron oxide, making option A the correct option for this question. Question 32. Which process in the carbon cycle is responsible for removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere? So combustion produces carbon dioxide. Decomposition of a carbonate produces carbon dioxide. Photosynthesis is the reaction in which 6 moles of CO2 combine with 6 moles of H2O, producing glucose, C6H12O6, and releasing 6 moles of oxygen. So carbon dioxide is being used up in this process. And respiration is the exact opposite of photosynthesis. So respiration produces 6 moles of CO2. Therefore, option C is the correct option for this question. Question 33. The equations represent two reactions, P and Q of limestone. P is calcium oxide reacting with SiO2 producing CaSiO3. This takes place inside a blast furnace during extraction of iron. And Q has CaO plus SO2 produces CaSO3. This happens in flue gas desulfurization. In which processes do the reaction occur? So P occurs during extraction of iron, eliminating options C and D, and Q occurs during flue gas desulfurization, eliminating option A and making option B the correct option for this question. Question 34. Which statement about ethanol is not correct? Ethanol can be made by fermentation. Yes, fermentation of glucose produces ethanol. Ethanol is oxidized to make ethanoic acid. Yes, alcohols are oxidized to make carboxylic acids. Ethanol reacts with oxygen exothermically, making it a good fuel. Yes, ethanol burns in oxygen to produce CO2 and H2O, and it releases energy. And ethanol reacts with propanoic acid to make propyl ethanoate? No. The ester that is produced will be called ethyl propanoate. So this makes option D incorrect. And as a result, option D is the correct option for this question. Question 35. Which pair of formula represent two alkanes? So the general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. So in A, we've got one carbon. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. So this is an alkane. And C8H18. So this would be 8 times 2 is 16 plus 2, 18. Both of them are alkanes in option A. In option B, we've got C2H6 and C5H8. For C2H6, we've got 2 2s are 4 plus 2 6. So C2H6 is an alkane. And for C5H8, we would have 5 2s are 10 plus 2 12. So C5H12 is the alkane, not C5H8. In the third set, we've got C3H6. So 3 2s are 6 plus 2, 8. So it should be C3H8 and not C3H6. And it should be 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12. So C5H12 is correct. In the last set, we've got C10H8. So 10 to the 20 plus 2, 22. So it should be C10H22 and not C10H8. And C4H8 should be C is 4. So 4 to the 8 plus 2, 10. It should be C4H10. So both the compounds are not alkanes in this option. Therefore, option A is the correct option for this question. Question 36. Which statement about alkanes is correct? They burn in oxygen. Yes, they burn in oxygen to produce CO2 and H2O. This is correct. They contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. No, they are hydrocarbons. They do not contain oxygen atoms. They contain double bonds. No, all bonds present in alkanes are single bonds. They contain ionic bonds. No, Alkanes are completely covalent molecules. Therefore, option A is the correct option for this question. Question 37. Which statements about ethanoic acid are correct? It is a strong acid? No, it is a weak acid because it is a carboxylic acid or an organic acid, which are weak. It reacts with ethanol to form an ester? Yes. Carboxylic acids react with alcohols to form esters. This is correct. It has a formula CHC-COOH? Yes. This is the formula of ethanoic acid. Since statements 2 and 3 are correct, option C is the correct option for this question. Question 38. The flow chart shows how petroleum may be turned into a plastic. So petroleum is subjected to process 1 to form a saturated hydrocarbon, which is subjected to process 2 to produce an unsaturated hydrocarbon, which is subjected to process 3 to produce plastic. So options for process 1 are cracking and fractional distillation. So this should be fractional distillation in order to separate a single saturated hydrocarbon from a mixture of hydrocarbon. So this eliminates options A and B. Process 2 is conversion of a saturated hydrocarbon to an unsaturated hydrocarbon. This takes place through cracking, eliminating option D. And unsaturated hydrocarbon is converted into plastic, which happens through addition polymerization. So option C is the correct option for this question. Question 39. The structure of a synthetic polymer is shown. So we have got different monomers because the color of the boxes are different, and we have got this bond present between the boxes. This is known as an amide bond. So the structure shows that it is a dash. Okay, the options are polyamide and polyester. So it is a polyamide, eliminating options C and D. And continues, it is formed by dash polymerization. So amide bonds or polyamides are formed by condensation polymerization, eliminating option A, making option B the correct option for this question. Question 40. Which substance is a natural polymer? Ethene. Ethene is not a polymer at all. Terylene is a synthetic polymer which is a polyester, but it is not natural. Nylon is a synthetic polyamide. Proteins are naturally occurring condensation polymers of amino acids. So the correct answer for this question is option D.